Hello and welcome to Bottom 5, where we take a subjective look at the bottom 5 worsts of all time. In today's episode, we return to the world of Boku no Hero Academia. As stated in our previous video, Boku no Hero Academia, or BNHA for short, is a Shonen Jump manga. In the world of BNHA, the majority of the population is born with special powers, also known as quirks. Due to the existence of quirks, society places the citizens into the category of hero or villain. In the BNHA universe, villains usually act in ways which satisfy singular selfish needs, such as stealing purses, robbing banks, or simply terrorizing citizens. However, the main antagonists in the BNHA universe have created and organized a villain syndicate called the League of Villains. In today's episode, we share our bottom 5 worst members of the League of Villains. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Warning! The following video contains spoilers for the Boku no Hero Academia manga and anime. Please be advised. Number 5. Nomu. Nomu is not a single character, but rather a genetically engineered army created by the League of Villains. The Nomu were created by the genetic combination of DNA taken from various quirk users. As a result, the Nomu, in most circumstances, each have multiple quirks. The Nomu make our list for 2 combined reasons. The first being that the Nomu are insanely powerful, and the second is that they're mindless drones. In one instance, during the USJ arc, All Might, the greatest hero, had to go beyond 100% just to defeat a single Nomu. The Nomu being mere pawns are more feared than the actual League of Villains. This takes away a lot from the League because so far in the story, it feels like the League of Villains are far too dependent on the Nomu, which is why the Nomu makes our list at number 5. Number 4. Spinner. Spinner's quirk is currently unknown, although he has the physical characteristics of a reptile. Spinner joined the League of Villains shortly after Stain made his name known by murdering various heroes he deemed fake and unworthy. Although he has never actually met Stain, Spinner is a textbook fanboy and absolutely worships him. Spinner copies not only Stain's ideology, but even his costume. Spinner makes our list because his ideologies do not seem in line with the League of Villains. Stain believed in true heroes, which he not only stated, but proved into action by saving Midoriya because he deemed Midoriya worthy of being a true hero. The League views heroes as obstacles to destroy, regardless of worthiness. I mean, you would think that as devoted as Spinner is to Stain, that he would have noticed that Stain never actually joined the League of Villains. Number 3. Takara Shigaraki. Takara Shigaraki is one of the main antagonists and antithesis to the main character Midoriya. Shigaraki is the protege of All for One, and currently in the story is the leader of the League of Villains. Shigaraki's quirk is decay, where anything he touches crumbles into dust. Having Shigaraki on our list may shock a lot of BNHA fans, but hear us out. Shigaraki's costume design leaves much to be desired. He basically wears a baggy black unitard and red sneakers. This is easily the most basic costume in the BNHA universe, which we concede does make a solid cosplay idea on a low budget. Also, Shigaraki is listed as our 3rd worst villain in the League of Villains because of his immaturity. For example, following his failed attempt to kill All Might and following the rise in popularity of Stain, Shigaraki went ballistic and threw childlike tantrums. As the biggest criminal organization in the BNHA world, having Shigaraki as the leader is a huge hit to the image of the League of Villains. However, it should be noted that Shigaraki's immaturity is most likely a product of the author Horikoshi's genius. In most stories, the main antagonists are usually fully developed and powerful characters. In these cliché stories, we follow the hero's journey of growth until they finally gain enough power and experience to take on the antagonists and come out victorious. In BNHA, we have the unique circumstance where both the villain and hero are growing and maturing simultaneously. This may lead us, the readers and watchers, actually beginning to root for Shigaraki's development along with Midoriya's. Number 2. Magnay. Magnay is a transgender villain with the ability of magnetism. Her magnetism allows her to magnetize people, with men being polarized south and women being polarized north. By magnetizing her enemies, she can force them together or repel them from each other. She also has seemingly more than above average strength. This is shown when she was able to easily parry a blow from Chatora. Magnay makes our list because of how underwhelming her character was in the BNHA storyline. Due to the amount of camera time and dialogue she received, it really felt like Magnay would have a significant role in the League of Villains. However, right at the beginning of the Shie Hasaikai arc, Overhaul kills her in the blink of an eye. Her abrupt death made her previous appearances feel meaningless, which is why Magnay makes number 2 on our list. Number 1. Mustard. Mustard is by far the worst villain in the League of Villains, simply because he's incredibly weak. Quite frankly, during our bottom 5 worst quirks video, Mustard almost made our list. Mustard's quirk is sleeping gas, where he emits a gas that induces sleep. However, Mustard is not impervious to his own gas. Thus, he has to wear a gas mask to prevent falling asleep himself. Imagine having a power that is also your weakness. During combat, by simply removing Mustard's mask, Mustard would be defeated. Also, Mustard has no combat abilities or superhuman stamina, which is why he was one-shotted by Tetsu during the Forest Camp training arc. In our opinion, Mustard's mere association is an embarrassment to the League of Villains. Those are our bottom 5 worst League of Villain members in Boku no Hero Academia. If you agree or disagree with our list, let us know in the comments section below. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you can stay in the loop. Until next time, Bottom 5 out.